Okay, so we are recording today's class. Today is August 31st. We've been in school for 2 days now. This is our second class session of ITE119. We've just logged into Blackboard. We've got the right syllabus. So we're going to jump into weekly activities. This is where you're going to find all of your homework, classwork, etc. I'm going to turn off the teacher preview mode, so mine should look like yours now, does it? Yes. All right, let's go to Module 1. On your syllabus, you'll see that Module 1 is what we're working on right now. We have some getting started non-graded activities. Then there's a quiz that you're going to complete about the syllabus. There's a folder on computer basics, a folder on information literacy. Everything is due when? September 11th, except for the syllabus quiz, which is due by the 6th, but we're going to see if we can't just do it right in class today. Cool? All right. So let's go up into the Get Started, non-graded activities. We know that's non-graded because what did we find out the other day when we went over the syllabus? What's graded? Tests are what's graded. Other things, if I give you a grade for it, it's going to be extra credit. So like the syllabus quiz, extra credit. Cool? Okay, first thing, what do we have to do first? What's it say?
Register for update your RCC alert information.
RCC alert. Who knows what RCC alert is? Okay, tell us what you think it is.
If any events happen that school might be shut down for the day or something like that, then pretty much send you a text or whatever you signed up with, they'll send a message to it.
Awesome. It says alert, so generally when you hear the word alert, you're thinking, oh dear, there's some kind of emergency, something that I need to be notified of that's unusual, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how many of you have already signed up for RCC alert? Just a couple. Okay, well then let's go check it out. Click on that link. It should open in a new external window. See, it says external URL. Click on it. It's going to jump up. You're going to get an RCC alert tab, or it may open in a new window on your computer. Probably it's going to open in a tab. And it says, welcome to RCC alert.
Your class not even showing up on my Blackboard, so
it takes a little bit for it to log in. For it to actually update so that you'll be able to see it if you just enrolled this morning.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So just kind of follow along with one of your classmates so that after class, when it does show up, you'll be able to go back and do all those things. Okay? So what are we going to do here? What's it say?
Click here to register.
Click here to register. Why don't you go ahead and do that, since this is a very important thing. And Summer, you can go ahead and register for this. This is actually on the RCC website. So if you just go to www.rappahannock.edu.
Is it on the homepage or I have to type it in?
Yeah, if you go to the home page, there you go. Use that search button. That's right. And type in RCC alert. And hopefully it's going to pop right up. So this page is where you can come, even after you've registered, you can come back in here and check and make sure that your data is still accurate. You can stop receiving alerts, change the way that you're receiving alerts, etc. Did it find it, Summer?
Yeah, I found it.
Oh, awesome. Those of you that have already done it, feel free to help your neighbor. It's in a great thing to start with. And we're just going through this list. So we're going to do RCC alert. So if you're already registered, you can scroll through and check your data if you want. But if you know it's right, then you're in good chance. If you know your data is up to date, you can just go back to Blackboard. You can close that tab. Should be back in Blackboard. And we're going to talk about what this is up here. We're going to talk about breadcrumbs. So I'm going to give you a minute to finish that activity. Those of you who came to orientation, did they have you guys register for RCC Alert? They didn't? Oh, I thought they were going to do that. Okay. Have you signed up for RCC Alert during orientation? I thought that was one of the things that they were doing. No? Okay. Okay, check your neighbor and make sure that your neighbor's good. Is your neighbor good? Neighbors good over here? Kyle, did you do yours already? When did you do yours? In one of your other classes, like SCD or something? Okay, good. That should be a first activity in SCD. Awesome. Who's not ready to move on? Let me know. You got to be honest. Okay, then I'm assuming everybody's ready to roll. Close that RCC Alert window and you should be at this window. And I want to show you some stuff. Are you ready? Drum roll. Are you really ready? Okay, 6 of you are ready. I can see it. Now 10. Are the rest of you ready? Okay. At the very top in the red, you should see start here. A little arrow, linked file. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, these are breadcrumbs. Click on start here. It takes you back to where you were. Now what do you see? We see this. Okay. So suppose I click Module 1. Where's it going to take me? That's right. Suppose I click Weekly Activities Outlined. Yep. So click on Weekly Activities Outlined. How do I get back to where I was? Because I want to see my activities that I need to do. How do I get back to them? I can certainly click the back arrow, or I would have to go through Module 1, Getting Started, and then I'm back there. So this tells you where you are and how you got there. So if you're looking and you're thinking, I don't know where this is in the course, this is how you figure out where you are in the course. These breadcrumbs will tell you, and you can step backwards 1 click at a time. Alrighty? Is that new for anybody, or are you good?
I'm good.
Okay, awesome. So we've done RCC Alert. Check it off. Next, I want you to sign up for Remind. If you have a cell phone, we're going to use that. If you don't have a cell phone, then you can sign up and connect via email. But what will happen is I will be able to communicate with you, and you'll be able to communicate with me very quickly through text messages, and we don't have to store each other's phone number. It's still kept private. I already gave you my cell phone number, so it doesn't really matter for me. But if you don't want your number getting out there, that's okay. See me after class, okay? All right, let's go back to Blackboard. 2 things done off our list. Next, we're going to log into the Student Information System. Where's that? SIS. How do you get to SIS? If you just turn the computer on, how do you get there? So here I am at my RCC. I sign in. And I have a variety of options here. Let's talk about what we see here and what's going to happen. And you notice that I have different things than you have because I have a different role as a faculty member than you do as a student. When you log into My RCC, that's what we call a single sign-on. Each one of these systems has its own way of signing on. They have their separate websites. So if you wanted to access any of these, you could do it and not go through My RCC. You could do it just from their website. But that would mean logging in 8 different times if I wanted to use these 8 different programs. Thankfully, we have this one login that lets me access all of these from this screen. But what that also means is for my security and for your security, the My RCC login screen times out because they don't want you to have logged in, take the computer, put it away, and then all of your information is accessible to somebody who would come in after you. So it automatically times out. Here's SIS, Student Information System. Click on that. This is for anybody that can't get in through the single sign-on. You can search for whatever it is that you're looking for. So I searched for SIS. Student Information System. It says access the Student Information System directly. So click on that. And it's asking for my user ID. That means your student number. Well, it should look like that. Once you're here, click on Student Center. Once you're in the Student Center, this is information about you. What I want you to check is here at the bottom, your personal information. Take a look at the phone numbers that are listed, the emails, and then go to emergency contact. Make sure the phone numbers are correct, that you do have emergency contact information, and put in a personal email address as well as your student. This is not something that's going to be a make or break situation, but it is nice. Like here's my picture. So we're not going to do it in class. But just note that that's here, and you can go in here, follow the directions, and update your photo so that when you're in Blackboard and you post things, people can see your picture. It just helps me know who you are, reminds me who you are. Next, number 5, the Blackboard Learn Student app for your phone. It's a pretty nifty little app. I mean, it lets you do a fair amount of your Blackboard work right on your phone. How many of you use your phone to do some of your work? Okay, I would say you want this app. So let's go get the app. It's free. Go to either the App Store for iPhones or go to the Play Store for Androids. Search for Blackboard. It's the orange one with the pencil. It's not Blackboard Mobile. That's not the one you want.
Blackboard student.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find a picture for you here so you can see what it looks like. Because I didn't bring my phone today. Does it look orange and have a little picture of a pencil? Yes. Everybody see that? That's what you should be looking for. Not the one that's black and has a big B and a little b. So get that installed, and then you'll have to go through and tell it that you're part of the Virginia Community College system, put in your username and password, and it'll actually show you your classes. Alrighty? Questions on that? Yes? No? Okay. Next, I noted that Panopto is a tool that we'll be using. We will actually have an opportunity for you to record a presentation, your PowerPoint, and put it into class for me to listen to. So at some point, you'll need to use a microphone. If you don't have one, it's okay. You can do it right from one of these computers in this classroom or from the library. All right? Next, Office 365. If you have a laptop and you have not installed Word, Excel, PowerPoint, you're going to need to do that because we're going to use them. It's free, so why not do it? Sometimes students need help doing that. If you need help, see me or see the tech support guys. We'll be happy to help you get that straight. Alrighty? Any questions about getting started? Can we check that off our list? Okay, let's go back to Module 1. Next, we've got the syllabus quiz. We're going to come back and take that just before we leave class today. Next, I want you to go into the two folders with me, Computer Basics. Take a look at what's there, because that's what you're going to be spending your time on this weekend. Looking at these videos. Any questions about how to watch the videos? Scroll down and you see learnfree.org. And then there's a link. It says, click the link and review the tutorials provided. So, everybody click on the link. Okay, looks like a few of us are getting it. What kinds of computer basic tutorials do you see? It looks pretty basic, doesn't it? Okay, I don't think you're going to have any trouble with this material. So if you wanted to, you could just go right on to the quiz and you could see what you know. Because what you're going to do is watch the tutorials, and you're an adult. You know what you know and what you don't know. Each one of you will know different things. So I'm not going to sit here and play these videos for you in class. You look at them outside of class. Once you're done and you understand all that's there, you come in and you take the quiz. So I'm just going to pick some wrong answers. So you can see what happens after you take the quiz. Is this quiz going to be something that can hurt your grade? No, because it's not a test. But do you think that you might be asked similar questions on the test?
Pretty much.
Yep, that's exactly right. You're responsible to know the material. This is just a way to help you learn it. Okay, so I've done a very poor job of answering these questions. I scored a 0 out of 10. So if I were doing what the directions said, I would go back to Blackboard. And how do I get back to where I was? Follow the breadcrumbs. After watching the videos and completing the tutorials, complete the quiz and post your score here. So I would click on Computer Basics. I would click Continue. It opens up like a quiz. What score did you earn? I'd put a 0. Describe what you learned. Nothing, obviously. Any insights you particularly appreciated? I need to watch them again. And save and submit. Questions about that? Okay. That's all I'm asking you to do. Go in, watch those tutorials, become familiar with that content, go over the pieces that you're not comfortable with, because you will see those kinds of questions on the first test. Everybody good? All right, let's go to the next folder, information literacy. This class is all about information literacy. Here's a copy of the free textbook. Over the weekend, I would like you to download that, put it on your phone, put it on your laptop, whatever computer you use. If you have a laptop, bring it to class on Monday. Yeah, that's right. Bring it to class on Wednesday because we will not meet on Monday because the college will be closed for Labor Day. So bring your computer to class so that we can make sure that your computer is running as smoothly as possible, and then we can help you get Office installed if you need it. We can help you get the antivirus installed, etc. Download the book, watch the videos. Here's some more information. If you're wondering what information literacy is all about, these are the standards outlined by the American Library Association. You will be expected to be able to talk about what does it mean to be information literate. So on our first test, you need to make sure that you've read this and that you can summarize what it says. What's it mean to be information literate? Questions about any of that? How much of that is a grade? Only things that are on the test, and they won't come up until later. So you're not earning grades right now, but do you have any work to do? Yes, you've got to learn it. Exactly. What's the last thing that you need to do? Got to do the syllabus quiz. And that's what we're going to do in class today in just a few minutes. Okay? All right. I want to show you a couple things about navigating Blackboard. So everybody look up here for a minute. Up above where it says the name of your course, you should see a folder. So look at my screen and then look at your screen. Do you see a folder? Click the folder. Did something pop up on your screen? How many of you have used this before? So Vicki, do you think this is a useful tool for them to learn since you're the only one who's used it before? I use this all the time personally. Make the window a little bit bigger. Up here you see a minus, a plus, and a refresh, right? Click on the plus, and now what do you see? Everything. So if you're not sure where something is in your course, this is the easy way to find it. You can also hold down the control key and press F and search for something by word. So I'm going to look for exam. Look at that. It goes and highlights the word exam. So if you can't remember where something is, use this to help you. Okay? Does it just work in my class? No. So I'm expecting you to remember this and use this tool to help you find things. There's no need for you to come back to me and say, well, where is such and such? Because it's all right here. You can even search for it by name. Cool? Okay. Next thing, let's go over here to the top right. The global navigation menu. I don't use this as much, but I have a lot of students who do rely on this very heavily. You can check your grades. You can look for updates. Let's see. I think you guys have a couple things that are different from me. Check. But today, what are we going to work on? The syllabus quiz, so you're going to have a grade for that, right? Cool. All right. Any questions about this? All righty. Now let's go over here to the left and close out that grade screen. Go back to your Blackboard screen. New emails and updates are posted here. As I post an announcement, I will send you a copy of that announcement via email, and if it's anything that's really urgent, I will send you a text reminder. Cool? All right. This is where you find the syllabus and related information. This is where you find your assignments. Discussion board. Click on discussion board. As you come across cool tech stuff, share it with the class here. And this is not for a grade, but I would like us to get to know one another. So in the Getting Started discussion board, you can go in here and respond to this. That we'll be doing in class today also after the quiz. Next, on the left, you see your private learning journal. Click on that. Let's see now, why is it not letting you add something? Is it telling you that you can create a journal? Okay, let me create one real quick and see if that activates it for you. Okay, go back over here to the left and click your private learning journal again.
It showed up.
Excellent, okay. So now click on My Journal. And you can create a journal entry at time 3, okay? All right. Meet with the professor online. Click on that. Because we're going to be meeting face-to-face, this will not be as relevant for you, but if you'd like to join, we are not going to begin the tour, so you can just close that. It should start showing up in a minute that people have joined. At the bottom, you have a little circle. That's your settings. You have a microphone. You have a video camera. Click on Share Video. And my battery's about to die, so I'm going to close out of this. But you see how to log in. You can turn on the microphone and speak to your teacher. You can just close that out real quick. All right, I'm going back to the class. And you are ready to begin the quiz.